Hi guys, welcome to the Wednesday night away fan chat show, where we're talking about Leicester versus Wolverhampton Wanderers at the weekend. First game back in the Premier League. How exciting times! Community Shield champions, FA Cup champions as well. Going into the new season, how fantastic, guys! We'll be talking with Luke from Wolves Fancast. We'll be getting all the insight into the opposition ahead of Saturday's game. So yeah, if you're joining us live, we want your comments. Get them in, join in the debate and join in the show. If you're watching on replay, join us live on a Monday. It's 7:30, Wednesday 7:30, Thursday 7:30, Friday 7:30, and Sunday at 9:30 for the aftermath show. So guys, let's get going.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the Fan Zone show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, and Hope Against Cancer. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the show, guys. Thank you for all the sponsors: Puckle Pies, Pinky Leasing, Leicester Riders, the Fox's Arms, Hope, Cancer Charity, the Hologram, Tigers, ADT Taxis, and Pizza Rio. Followers at Leicester Fan TV on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and also TikTok. So yeah, go and subscribe to us and you won't be disappointed. So yeah, let's get some good evenings in then. How is everyone tonight? Hope you're all well. Colin, how are you? Joe Hunter, hello. Fearless Mate, hello. Mark, hello, pal. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. Hayden Whittle, hello. Foxy on tour. Mayan, how are you, pal? Jack, what do you think to the latest transfer news? It's breaking. Yannick Vestergaard is coming to Leicester City. £15 million plus add-ons has been accepted from Southampton. What do you guys think to that? Leicestergaard. Let's call it Leicestergaard. Yannick Leicestergaard. Ewan, hello. Evening, Neil. How are you, pal? Nick, hello. Fee, great photos with a trophy. Absolutely fantastic to see them in real life. It's superb. 5 years, guys, and we've won 3 trophies. The Premier League, the Community Shield, and the FA Cup. The club is on the up. James Moore, hello. Vestergaard, decent signing. It will be. Carl, hello. How are you, mate? Lee Baker, evening. Gareth, evening. Jono, evening. Vestergaard looks good. Great show, beginner. Thank you very much. Good afternoon from Philly. Good evening from the UK. Daniel, Danish friends, exactly. Ricky, good evening. Just heard the news on Vestergaard. He's becoming a Fox. Yeah, Danish friends. Ooh, Danish friends. 6 foot 6 inches. About time we got some height, exactly, from corners and set pieces. As we, the new Liverpool and Southampton, turned out as the feeder club. Don't think so. Yeah, don't need comments like that. Season ticket hasn't arrived. It will do. Give it time. Now we have height for the set pieces. Hi, great show. First time appearing. Just thoughts on Lille centre-back Thiago Di Gello. I've not heard nothing on that. Let's get Luke in from Wolves Fancast. Evening, mate. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you? You right?
Yeah, yes, I'm good. Let's also get Jono in.
Evening, lads. How are you?
Good, mate.
Yes, good. Guys, smash a like, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV, and share. So then, Luke, Leicester versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, first game of the season. Is it something you wanted, or would you prefer someone more easier?
it feels like we get you first game of the season, every single goddamn season, all the time. But you know what? It's a decent away day, Leicester is as well. And I mean, our start is hard. You know, obviously you would have preferred maybe a Brentford or a Norwich at home, with all due respect. Try and get those points on the board early. But at the end of the day, you've got to play everyone twice, ain't you? So let's just get the game on.
Yep. John, are we looking forward to this weekend then?
Buzzing. We had a good end to the pre-season, winning a trophy and looking forward to getting the fans back and having the first game.
Yeah. Luke, last time we played you, we beat you. Neves had that shot on target, what Schmeichel saved. I don't know how, but from them sort of positions, Neves is a right force field, isn't he, with shots like that outside the box?
No, he's. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of shots that end up in row P as well. So you know, you have to take the rough with the smooth. But I mean, Schmeichel, that save was absolutely fantastic. I mean, going back to the game last season as well, we always feel like we get robbed against Leicester with VAR every season at your place. It's horrible. I mean, was it the penalty handball against Max Kilman when your players crossed it in from 3 yards away from him, and then obviously you got Vardy stepping up. He don't miss, does he?
Well, you say that, Luke. We got another penalty not long straight after, and Vardy missed. So
yes. What a start to my season has been on the Fancast, getting something wrong already.
For who's better than Luke? Obviously, you guys have a thing for Aston Villa. Casper or Emi Martinez?
It's got to be Casper. Casper's proved it season on season on season. Emi Martinez, he had a good season last season, very good season, in fact. But I mean, Schmeichel's been consistent now for what, 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons. You know, it feels like he's been playing on forever.
Yeah, Jono, who would you go for, Emi Martinez or Casper Schmeichel?
You might as well ask me if the sky is blue. Of course, it's Casper Schmeichel. Everyone else of my friends, they're all top 6 club fans. They all say, who do you think is the best Premier League goalkeeper? They say, Alisson, Henderson, those sort of keepers. But, you know, what Casper's been through with what happened to the owner and what happened to Ericsson and Fofana recently, he's been through so much rubbish. And those 2 saves of the FA Cup with Chilwell and Mason Mount, those saves he had last season against Wolves and the save he made against free kicks in the Community Shield, he's just proven he's one of the top goalkeepers, not just in the Premier League, but in Europe. So Martinez said he's a few more seasons to prove himself to me.
Right then, Luke. Nuno Espirito Santo, great manager for Wolverhampton. I guess he took you as far as he could. What did you think to him leaving? Should he have stayed?
No, I think his time was up. I mean, from my point of view, I don't speak for all Wolves fans because the Wolves fan base last season was so split between Nuno in and Nuno out. It was horrible. Like Wolves Twitter, it's like a war zone. But for me, I was leaning more on the Nuno out. You know, absolutely fantastic job he's done for us. He's propelled us from, you know, average Championship team to an average Premier League team. But in my opinion, he's a very negative coach. We've got some fantastic players, Traore, Jimenez, Neto, Neves, but he never allowed them that freedom to go and express themselves or be attacking or really go at teams. It always seemed to be, let's try and be safe and just see if we can nick something in the last 20, 25 minutes. And when you're struggling, you don't, you know, I'd rather struggle but have a go. Yeah. Like I want us to come to you on Saturday. You're the favourites to win. You're the better team. But regardless of that, I'd like to see us come to your place and have a real go and stick it on you.
Yeah. Last season then, Luke, was you happy with last season, or do you think you could have improved?
I thought it was terrible last season. The football was horrible to watch. I mean, from a neutral point of view, we must have been one of the worst teams to watch in the league. I don't think anybody who wasn't a Wolves fan last season watched the Wolves game and thought, fucking hell, what a game of football that was. 2 teams really going at it toe to toe, because we never had it in us because Nuno didn't allow us to play that way. So I thought last season was absolutely terrible. Finished 7th the previous 2 seasons. I was on here with yourself. Was it yourself and the other guy who owns a bar in Spain? And I said at the beginning of last season, we should be comparing ourselves with a club like Leicester. I'm not saying we're better than Leicester, but what you've achieved, we should be looking to sort of keep on your coattails. But we never did. We tailed off, and I think we've set ourselves back 2 or 3 years now because of last season.
Yeah. Lee Baker asked, what did you think about Nuno going to Spurs then?
They'll want him out after 6 months because Spurs think they're absolutely amazing. When they realise that they're playing negative, boring football, they're 6th in the league, they'll want him out because that's just what Spurs fans are like. And they didn't want him from day one. So already he's on a hide into nothing.
They got Mourinho, didn't they? Mourinho plays negative football. He just wants to go on the counter.
Exactly.
Which is exactly the same thing. And plus, Mourinho has that winning pedigree. Nuno doesn't. So
exactly. So if they couldn't tolerate Mourinho, they're not going to tolerate Nuno. No way. Because of how big Tottenham think they are, they think getting a manager from Wolves is beneath them. Now, if Nuno would have gone abroad, I would have wished him all the best. I would have hoped he won the league every season with whoever he went to, won the Champions League, Europa League, all the cups, whatever he's in. But if he's managing in England, I kind of want him to fail. I'd love to see Tottenham struggle next season.
It doesn't.
Pre-season then, preparations then, Luke. You've obviously played Celta Vigo, haven't you? You lost that one. Alexandra, you lost that one. It's not been a good pre-season for you, has it really?
No, it's been terrible. But I don't read too much into friendlies. You know, you see some fans and they really lose their shit over friendlies. Now, I remember the one season, I think it was not the last time we won the championship, but the time before that under Mick McCarthy. We played Morecambe away in pre-season and we got slapped 6-1 and then went on to win the league. So for me, the friendlies just proved nothing. It's just about getting minutes under the belt. Obviously, we've got a new manager, so he's got a new style of play. Just trying to get the players used to that. And yeah, pre-season's been terrible. The transfer market's been terrible. Everything at the Wolves at the minute seems terrible. But let's just see what happens when a board is actually kicked in anger.
Yep. Thoughts on Bruno Legay then, Luke, the new manager? Are you happy with the appointment, or do you think you could have got somebody else?
I mean, he wouldn't have been my first choice, but he's the manager now, so we've got to support him. It's as simple as that. No point crying about it. But he likes to play in an attacking way, high press, win the ball back quick, transition quick. So hopefully, regardless of where we finish in the league, we'll see a lot more positive, attacking, exciting football, which we need because we've been starved of it, mate, let me tell you.
But let's put it this way. Did we want Ranieri as the manager when Thingy left? Did we want Ranieri? Was he a first choice? No, and look what happened to us. We won the Premier League. So
exactly. I think
do something different.
Regardless of whether you want a manager or not, you've just got to suck it up and just accept that he's the manager. See how he gets on.
Claude Puel.
My concern is my concern is our first 3 games are Leicester away, Tottenham at home, Man United at home, and we could easily be sitting with 0 points after those 3 games. And because so many Wolves fans suffered with Stockholm syndrome brought on by Nuno Espirito Santo, they already want Bruno to fail. There's Wolves fans out there that want Bruno to fail, trust me. But we've got to back him. Regardless of what happens, we've got to back him.
Luke, Ricky asked, do you think you'll make Europa League again this season, or do you reckon it'd be a relegation scrap?
Do you know what? I think we need to just alter our expectations a little bit. I think we got a little bit carried away with the 2 consecutive 7ths, even though I do feel we deserve them, if I'm being brutally honest. Yeah. And there's no reason why we can't do it again, but I don't think we will. And I think we just have to sort of say, look, bit of a transitional season, new manager. Let's just be grateful that we can sort of class ourselves as a solid Premier League team. And if we finish 12th this season, let's just take it, maybe get a decent cup run and then build on it next season. Mark McGee, what a bloke.
Is Legay keeping the Portuguese dream alive at Wolves? Obviously, you guys have got that Portuguese connection, haven't you? In Matinho, Neves. You've got Fabio Silva up front as well, haven't you? So,
yeah, we've signed Trincao, who's Portuguese, but I think we've signed a Colombian lad at centre back, a Hungarian full-back who we've sent out on loan already, Portuguese goalkeeper. So, yeah, 50% Portuguese, 50% non. Viva la Portugal.
Tactics then. What's the tactics going to be going into the new season then? What will Bruno have under his sleeve, Luke?
Well, we all fully expected him to come and play 4-4-2, bit of old school, big man, little man up top, get it to the wingers, get it in the box, because that's what he sort of deployed at Benfica. But he's in a couple of the friendlies, he's actually kept free at the back. So it's still early days. We don't know. We'll probably judge him after about 10 league games. But hopefully 4-4-2, high press, aggressive press, try and get that ball back as quick as possible and then quicken the transition. That's what I'm hoping for.
Next question. Are you happy with the new signings?
Yeah, I think Jose Sarr in goal. I think he's a good replacement for Patricio. As good as Patricio has been, he had his weaknesses. So I'm happy with that one, to be fair. Signed a young lad at centre-back called Mosquera. He's looked good in the pre-season friendlies, but typical Wolves look, he's now injured for 2 to 3 months. And Trincao, again, I think he might need time to settle, but an exciting young talent. So we need 3 more, though. We need a centre-back, centre-mid, and a striker. But we've just got to see if Falson will pull the finger out of their arse.
Yeah. Jono. Leicester City's transfer signings in Patson Dako, Sumer, Ryan Bertrand, and Yannick Vestergaard.
I think we've had a brilliant transfer window. Obviously, unlucky Fofana got injured because we were looking for a centre back and a winger. Obviously, winger's gone out the window now. Our focus is centre backs, centre halves. We need someone to replace Fofana. Vestergaard looks certain now. Maybe I want another one just so we've got that cushion just in case everything happens to Suyunchu or Marty, who might be coming in now. So apart from that, brilliant. Or Brighton as well, making a new deal. That's also important. But apart from that, Daka looks impressive. Sumer looks like impossible to get the ball off from. He makes runs. He gets tackles. So, yeah, buzzing. Got a good squad depth now.
Lou, what do you reckon to Leicester's transfer business coming in from a neutral point of view?
It's annoying, mate, because you've done some really good business there and ours has been terrible. So I'm just sitting here just jealous. I feel like just closing my laptop. I feel like you two fucking honestly, I feel like I've been mugged off majorly. And I know it's not your fault, lads. This is the thing. I know it's not your fault. I've got to look at our owners, but you know, like
the Midlands. We're the Midlands team.
You know what though? How long Falfone been injured for? About 7 days.
Yeah.
And you've replaced him. We've needed a centre half for 4 fucking years, and we still haven't signed one. Oh my god! Honestly, I'm getting wound up already. But you know what? Fair play to Leicester. I've disliked pretty much every other football team apart from Wolves. But I think you look at Leicester and you've got to say, fair play, lads. Fair play. You've done really well there. Your owners have done well. Your recruitment side of things, it's been fantastic. And you've not been achieving what you've been achieving by fluke or luck. You know, I think you're proving that now. Community Shield, FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League campaign, sort of consistent in Europe now. Fair play to you.
Luke, looking at the Wolverhampton squad then, who do you keep and who do you get rid of?
Oh, God, who do I keep? 100% we've got to keep Traore, 100%. Now, I know he splits Wolves fans right through the middle, but I just think if you take the handbrake off Traore, you've got such a dangerous player who can hurt any team. You might think I'm over the top now. He can hurt any team in the world, not just in the Premier League, in the world, because he's that dangerous when he's on it. But he's got to put his finger out his backside a little bit as well. I think we need to keep Neves. I think he's pivotal that we sort of build a team around him. over the next couple of years. Get rid of. I would personally get rid of Moutinho. Fantastic career, absolutely fantastic footballer in his day, but his legs have gone. His legs have gone, and he holds us back. And I couldn't tell you the last time I watched a game of football and I was like, Moutinho's boss the midfield there, best player on the park. Don't happen, and it needs to. So he would be one I'd get rid of.
Ruben Neves is obviously being linked away from Wolverhampton with quite a few clubs, Arsenal being one of them. Do you think he'll be here by the end of August, or do you reckon he'll be staying at Molineux?
No, he'll stay. I can't see anyone paying what we want for him because we're going to want 50 mil. I think Arsenal just pretend that they're linked with players just to appease the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as crap as we was last season, Arsenal is a sideward step for Neves because they're going nowhere. They're terrible. I don't think Man U are interested in him anymore. So I think we're pretty safe with Neves. I think he'll stay.
Yep. What areas will Wolves look to improve on this season?
Centre half. As much as I love Conor Cody, he's amazing. Such a humble human and a good footballer. But I think if you go into a back four, I'm not sure you can keep Cody in the team. So I think we need to get stronger at the back, and we need to put more goals away. I think if you look at our last 3 seasons in the Premier League, we're always sort of in the bottom 5 for goals scored. We don't score enough goals. So I'm hoping that changes under the change of manager and a different style of play.
Yep. Jono, anything you want to ask?
I've got a few. Well,
go on then. Fire away.
One thing
be appropriate.
Ever since we won the Premier League, we've been gaining momentum and winning trophies, stuff like that. What aspect of Leicester City do you wish Wolves had in there, not just in the team, but in terms of their whole club atmosphere, in terms of the club itself, not just the full squad?
Probably the clappers that you give out at games. I think that's really, really hostile atmosphere. So maybe that. Or that, you know what? In all seriousness, maybe your recruitment. It seems like whoever's in charge of your recruitment, they've got it on lock. Like it's really, really good, really impressive. So yeah, your recruitment. I think you recruit really well.
Yeah.
Any more from the floor, Jono, or is that it?
Any more from the floor? Who do you when we play you against on Saturday? Who from pre-season do you think will be our biggest, threat? Who do you think Wolves use against Leicester in their biggest way? Who do you think Wolves' biggest impact player?
What, from Wolves?
Yeah, from Wolves. Yeah.
I mean, I think when we play you, we've got to win that central midfield battle. I like Tielemans, fantastic player. Really, really like him. So I think if we can, I mean, have you still got Maddison, or has he gone to that? He's still sideways step to Arsenal.
It's
get
like
rid of
Arsenal.
Get rid of him.
What, has he signed for Arsenal?
No,
he hasn't signed for Arsenal. That they keep being linked with him and rumoured and that. So it's just like
ain't going nowhere.
But now again, I think if he went to Arsenal, backward step. You're in a better position than Arsenal now. They're terrible. They're absolutely terrible. So yeah, you've got to keep Maddison quiet always because his vision of passing and his technique while striking a football as well, absolutely class. So yeah, I think that'll be the key, the middle of the park battle. Is Indeed he's still playing for you, or was he injured?
No, he's going fit and strong.
So I think you look at and would you play Indeed and Tielemans in the middle?
Indeed, Tielemans, I think.
So what was that? Sorry, I think those two. What a partnership in the middle of the park. That Luke Thomas has done all right as well, ain't he? Been impressed with him.
Yeah,
he's been really good.
Luke, one question from the fans for you then. Jack Grealish, £100 million.
Tenner.
That's insulting, that is.
Henna.
Fab.
Oh, there's our mate Jamie. How you doing, Jamie? You right, mate?
Dear me.
No, that's him. That'll be me, right? I'll bet you. I'll have a message once this is finished, and it'll say, "Why the fuck was you bigging up Leicester so much for?" I guarantee.
Do you prefer to keep Podence or sell him?
I'd sell him if we could get the money. I'd sell him. I think we've got. I just don't see where he sits in our system.
Yeah. Raul
Good
Jimenez. He obviously had that horrendous injury last season against Arsenal. How is he going to fit in next season, Luke? Do you think you're going to slowly, gradually bring him back, or do you think you're just going to force him in because you need a striker?
Star man, 90 minutes every week, 20 goals next season. Don't you worry about Raul. He'll be fine.
True. Player watch then. Who's going to be the main threat from a Leicester point of view for you, and who do you think Wolves need to sort Leicester out with?
I think player watch Schmeichel, because I think we're going to absolutely dominate you for 90 minutes. And star man, I'm going to go with Traore. He's going to turn up this season. I've got faith in him. Traore is going to turn up this season. But yeah, Schmeichel's he's going to be busy.
I hope not.
I do love Traore, though, the way he just gets past defenders and that. It's just
I love him.
Final bit.
He's class, but every time you try and praise him to a Wolves fan, nah, he's shit. Honestly, it's mental.
He's massive.
Yeah, he's a tank.
There's one player from Wolves. When he comes on as a sub, I'm scared.
Who, Traore?
Yeah.
Mate, he's class. Honestly, I really rate him.
I
hope he has a good season this season, because he could be pivotal to us. He could be the difference between us finishing 8th and 18th.
Yeah. Who do you think the midfield then? Neves versus Ndidi, Moutinho versus Tielemans, Barnes versus, is it Neto on that left-hand side, is it?
Nah, Neto's out for ages, man.
Is it?
It'll probably be Trincao.
That's a shame. Who's going to win them battles then, Luke?
Who's Moutinho up against? Ndidi?
No, Tielemans. Tielemans. Ndidi's up against Neves.
I've got to back the boys, man. Of course, Neves and Moutinho are going to do the business. Of course, Trincao as well. And forget Harvey Barnes, Albionese, mate.
Will Traore fit into the Leicester team?
Nah. Too
No.
good for you.
Are you sure?
Is he right wing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could play him on the left. You could play him on the left.
He's an absolute tank.
Get rid of Perez and bring him in. I'll be buzzing.
That's one. I don't understand how he plays Premier League football, that Perez. He's terrible. He's terrible.
I think we've all said the same thing, Luke. Perez.
Really Dalgelly.
You know, he likes to slip away from players, does Traore, with his baby lotion or whatever he puts on.
Baby oil over him.
If Leicester could have one Wolves player, Jono, who would it be?
We've already discussed his name, Traore, any day of the week. I think we're strong in any part of the pitch against Wolves in every aspect.
Perez to Wolves, swap deal for Traore.
Traore, if Traore is on the pitch, you've got Barnes, Vardy, Iheanacho and Daka running at you. That's the person you want is Traore, and him on the right would be frightening. So, yeah, definitely Traore.
How do you deal with him then, Luke Traore? Obviously, James. You've just got to snap him.
Injure him.
You've just got to snap him.
Break his leg.
It's as simple as that. You just got to snap him. And the amount of times, he gets fouled, it's ridiculous. But to be fair, that's the only way you can stop him, because you can't even give him space, because you give him 10 yards and he'll still beat you if he knocks the ball past you. So whether you get close or you back off, you're struggling. You've just got to snap him.
James Justin handled him well last season at Molineux, and they
good player.
draw.
he wouldn't be there, though, will he? He's injured.
I do rate him.
Question is from the Wolves Wanderers Fancast. Also, would you rather go for drinks with you and Roberts, Adi Akufai, or Richard Stearman? I'd probably say Big Rich, to be honest. I'd go nowhere near Akinbaye. If he can't score goals, he's not going to score a pint, is he, Jono? So,
yeah, Big Rich.
Who do you prefer?
I'd go with Stearman as well. Do you remember when Sheffield United got promoted and that video went around and he was steaming? So he'd be down for the sesh. Gotta be Steers.
Can you ask the Wolves fan if he thinks that Leicester will finish top 4 next season?
We've got a chance. I mean, Man City are obviously going to be in there. Chelsea, yeah, probably them as well. Then you've got probably Man U, Leicester, Liverpool. It's going to be tight again for you. But I can't see Tottenham or Arsenal bothering you, so I think it's going to be 4 from 5.
If you had to pick your bottom 3 then, Luke, for this season for the Premier League, who's going to go down?
Norwich by default.
Automatically cancel Norwich, 20th place, 20 points.
Yeah, Norwich by default. Hopefully Brighton, because I don't like Brighton, and hopefully Villa. That'll be it. I'll take Norwich, Brighton, Villa. 2 terrible away days.
Villa will go down.
Terrible football club.
Did
you say who I think or who I want?
Who do you think will go down?
Who do I think will go down? Okay, then who I actually think will go down? Norwich, Southampton, and Newcastle.
There's a message from Claude Puel. Wolves contacted him after Nuno left. I told them no because there is not enough high intensity football at Wolves. Not my concern.
That's not Claude Puel. He doesn't go every 2 words.
Oh God.
Was he not good for you then?
No.
I don't think you need to ask that question. He was poor. I think the only good games he had were against Chelsea and Manchester City. Apart from that,
he got the Cardiff, but that's
Southampton will struggle. They're selling quite a lot of players, aren't they, Luke, this season?
They did well. They were top at one day last season. I swear they were.
Yeah, they started really well. They started really, really well.
But then they went straight down.
Any injuries then, Luke, from the Wolves front ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, Neto, he's going to be out probably until Christmas. Johnny, injured. Our new lad, Mascara, injured. Willy Bolly, injured. So we've got a few injuries, to be fair, already. It's a bit sad, especially with Neto. Neto, absolutely fantastic.
He's your best winger by far, I think.
Brilliant. And to lose him, I mean, I thought he'd probably miss the summer, but then be back around August, September time. But I don't think he's even going to be back to about November.
Yeah. Jono, Leicester's injuries then. Obviously, Fofana's going to be out till next February, which was a disgusting tackle by Villarreal. Dirty team. Did you watch the game, Luke, regarding Fofana?
No,
have you not seen it?
I didn't. I heard about the injury, but I can't even watch stuff like that on the highlights. Was his leg all floppy and that?
Yeah.
His foot was facing backwards.
Can't watch that. It's horrible. Good players are, to be fair.
Thoughts ahead of the new season then, Luke?
Thoughts as a Wolves fan, happy that fans are going to be back. Happy that we've got a new manager and we might see a new style of play. Just going to have to lower our expectations as a fan base, I think, and let's just try and cement mid-table. Let's hope VAR doesn't do what VAR does and annoy everyone. Well, no, it's exciting. It's exciting. I love it when the football season's back. I just love it. And let's hope. Let's hope. Hey, yo, bled. Ain't no troops, bled. Let's just hope This is my hope for next season. Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham, all them who wanted to go to the Super League have terrible seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arsenal as well, or they already as bad as they are.
They'll have a terrible season anyway. You don't even have to wish any bad luck on Arsenal.
What's your what do you least expect from Wolves though? What's like the minimum requirement for Wolves to have this season? Like, do you expect I don't accept lower than 10th, or I want us to go far in a competition like FA Cup? So what's your like minimum expectations from Wolves this season?
I would like a good cup run. At least one quarter final. And then let's just anything above 12. Let's just try and be comfortable and not looking over our shoulders with 6 or 7 games to go. Because I think our squad's too good for that. We shouldn't be in that position.
No.
Jono, what are your thoughts ahead of the new season with Leicester then?
Well, I was looking forward to it until finally got his leg snapped in half. But I think we'll have a good season. I think everyone's predicting we could go heavily for a trophy again, maybe Europa League or EFL Cup. I don't think we'll focus much on the FA Cup since winning last season. And I think I want us to finish 5th or above, minimum a trophy. I think that's what, if we call ourselves a top 6 club, we've got to act like a top 6 club. We've got to go through all these competitions. We've got to go high in the league. And I expect that. Hopefully no one gets injured again, like Harvey Barnes or Justin or anyone like that. We need to keep fit and strong. And this new squad depth, if we've got, will help us. So I think we'll do well in this season.
How would you feel if you finished 6th and had terrible cup runs? 4th round of the FA Cup, 3rd round of the League Cup, and 1st knockout round of the Europa League. Is that a bad season for Leicester now?
I would say no, because our aim is to break the top 6. Our aim is to be like, are we just a club that's had a bit of good luck? Are we a team that's challenging for the top 6 and making other teams wary? I think if we're constantly getting top 6 every single season, we'll be like, we'll be classed as a top 6 club. So I'll be like, we should have done more, but I'll be like, yeah, fair enough. We've had an okay season. Well, next season will be better. I think I'll take 6th.
Jono, Lillian Roman's asked, finishing 5th this season, is it progress considering we've done it in the last 2 seasons? Or will that depend on if we win a trophy this season?
It's consistency. Progress isn't, we can't, people forget that we can't spend £100 million on one midfield player who's actually worth 10 million. We can't do that. We can't compete with teams who are spending ridiculous amounts of money on these players. If we can be, as a club, consistently get top 6 or 5th every season and knock one of the other big clubs out who've got all this money, I think that's a statement. We shouldn't be going, we should be getting top 4th or 5th or 3rd every season, because we can't financially support that. But if we're challenging other clubs out of the position, yeah, I think that's good. I think it's progress if we consistently do that.
Yep. Right then, Luke, before you go, score prediction.
2-0 Wolves.
Goal scorers?
Jimenez and Traore.
Okay. Jono?
I'm going to go 2-1, obviously, to Leicester. I'm going to go with Iheanacho and Daka, and I think Traore will get a goal 89th minute as like a consolation goal.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm gonna go 2-0. Vardy's obviously gonna start. He's not really banging them in at the minute, is he, Luke? Is that down to age, or
No?
How do you put it with Jamie Vardy?
He's one of them. You can't take your eye off Jamie Vardy, though, can you? Because he'll hurt you. He's a goal scorer. He's a goal scorer. I mean, I'll take him. Third choice. He can sit on our bench.
Wolves haven't beaten Leicester away in the Premier League. The duck is broken.
Do you think that
I'll do it sometime?
Leicester fans struggled last season so much because the fans weren't there. Do you think that'll play a huge factor for this Saturday's game? Leicester fans first time back in the stadium full capacity since the pandemic. Do you think that will play a factor in Saturday's game?
Yeah, because I think once you've watched 15 minutes of us passing you off the park, you've got to be getting on the players' backs. You know, there'll be 2,000 Wolves fans in that corner cheering on our boys, being loyal supporters, and I think it could play into our hands, to be fair, once we've passed you off the park for 15.
So what's Wolves' tactics then, Luke, ahead of Saturday?
I just told you we're going to pass you off the park. That's all we need to do, just pass you off the park. Get the fans on your backs.
Don't forget we're used to it. We can happily sit back. You can pass the ball around. We'll just sit back and counter you, and we're not bothered.
The tactics will probably be get the ball to Traore. You run very, very fast. Cross the ball, and Raul, try and get your Swede on it.
Best to go right as we go.
Or if Neves is about 30 yards out, just have a go.
Yeah, don't give him any space around that sort of area. Nah, I'd rather not. He's got quite a few crackers, hasn't he, Luke, over the last few seasons in the Premier League?
He has. I mean, I do knock him sometimes, but some of the goals he scored, absolutely fantastic.
Visit the Wolves Fancast. Luke is at Football Search Content Creators Cup.
Yeah, you'll see me scoring in front of the South Bank as well, giving it loads.
Right then, Luke, it's been great having you on, mate. Where can everyone find you on social media?
Nowhere, mate. I'm banned off Twitter, banned off Instagram. So yeah, I'm just under the radar. You'll have to email me or something. I've got a page, yeah. No, I'm not on social media at the minute. Apparently, you can't tell people that you want to slap Matt Hancock. It is what it is. Actually, I've got a TikTok, but I don't use it. Yam Yam Luke on TikTok. That's where you'll find me. But I won't be dancing.
Oh, you might be on Saturday if you score a goal.
If we have a shot after last season.
Thanks for coming on, Luke. It's been a pleasure.
Nice one, lads. Thanks for having me.
Yes,
all the best.
Good luck for the rest of the season.
Apart from Saturday.
Likewise. See you in a bit.
In a bit, Luke.
Right then, Jono.
Right then, mate.
Who wants to win a shirt? Here at Leicester Fan TV, we've got a competition going. An away shirt, which could be yours. Go to Leicester Fan TV, click on competitions, fill it in, and Phil will spin the wheel. Breaking news. Southampton accept Leicester City's £15 million plus bonus bid for Southampton centre-back Yannick Vestergaard. Good signing, do you think, Jono? Well, do you think he'll fit in?
Oh, I think it'll be brilliant. You know, Premier League experience, really tall. I think he'll, last season we were really bad at defending set pieces. That was our biggest, Achilles heel. We couldn't stop conceding set pieces. So I think that will help us tremendously. So great signing. We need one more, like maybe a free agent, maybe Cahill or something like that, just to, get us over the line. But yeah, great signing.
Yeah. Let's talk about a couple of players, Jono. Patson Daka and Boubakary Soumare. And not Wesley Fofana.
Not him. He's
Ryan Bertrand. Let's talk about the three new signings. How do you think they're going to get on this season in their first full Premier League season in a Leicester shirt?
Bertrand, I think, will be key. Brendan already showed that he's going to be a key player for the team with his tactics, going on the left-hand wing, but also making key tackles in defence, and plus giving that Sunchu a bit of experience in the back. He'll be key. Daka, whether we start Daka or start Vardy, we get to bring on a sub who's exactly the same passion, same consistency, same pace. So I think that'd be good. Soumare, we saw him against Villarreal. He did he get past 5 people and then he just drew a foul? He just skipped past them. You know, Brendan's already confirmed that they're not going to start. They're going to be eased into the Premier League because they want to throw them in the deep end and them not doing well. He was going to ease them in. But I think that'll be key. I think 2 brilliant signings.
Right then, everyone. It's been a pleasure doing tonight's Away Fan Chat show. Hope you've enjoyed it. Smash a like for me on Facebook and on YouTube if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to Leicester Fan TV if you're new watching tonight. Really hope you've enjoyed the show. Let's see what's coming up on Leicester Fan TV then, Jono, shall we?
Yeah.
So we've got the Thursday show, which is tomorrow, with Tom and me for the Premier League predictions show. Jono will be joining us to give his predictions for this weekend's first games are back in the Premier League.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing it every week, a Premier League prediction show where we're going to predict with fans around whoever wants to come on. We'll be asking them for their scores and stuff like that. We'll be keeping a points tally up of how many points me and Tom have got and the guest as well. So feel free to come on and give us your predictions. We'll have one guest each week, which is going to be fantastic. Friday, Reedy's back with his show, talking a Leicester perspective, heading into the Wolves game on Saturday. We will be back on Sunday for the Aftermath show, as Jamie will be talking all things post-match. So, yeah, some real busy time for us at Leicester Fan TV. This is Jack and Jono. Really hope you've enjoyed the show. And we will see you tomorrow for the Premier League prediction show.
Good evening, guys.
Bye, guys.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the Fan Zone show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, and Hope Against Cancer. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.